This is KHQ Local News 11 at 11. Right now on KHQ, breaking news.
We are following breaking news tonight out of North Idaho and out of Spokane tonight. Thanks for joining us here. I'm Claire Graham. The U.S. Geological Survey is now confirming yet another earthquake in just the past 20 minutes. This most recent earthquake recorded at a 4.6 magnitude, felt as far as Spokane Valley at this point. Of course, this follows a 4.1 magnitude earthquake that hit just southeast of Sandpoint, Idaho earlier tonight. Now, we have team coverage to bring you everything you need to know about tonight's earthquakes. The first one happened about 13 miles southeast of Sandpoint, just below Lake Pend Oreille. Now, KHQ's Liz Birch has been on the phone and on social media to find out the latest details of that earthquake. Of course, we'll check in with her in just a minute. Also coming up, Patrick Erickson is on the ground in Idaho with a live report of what's going on there. Now, first, Ryan Overton is standing by in the Weather Center tonight. Ryan, we haven't had any reports of any damages or any injuries, but can you tell us how extreme these earthquakes really are?
Well, you know, in North Idaho, they are not that uncommon. Every year they do get several earthquakes, mainly, though, further to the south.
All right, now we're going to go to the Pacific Northwest Seismic Director, John Vidale. He's in Seattle now, describing this quake as stronger than we've had in the area in a while, but not alarming. Can you elaborate on that for us, John?
Well, yeah, we've got numbers now, I guess, on these quakes, and you know, the best numbers come from Colorado, and they have the first quake as a 4.1, and this latest one is a 4.2. We measured them a little bigger here from Washington.
Continuing our team coverage tonight, Patrick Erickson is standing by in North Idaho. Now, Patrick, what can you tell us about the reaction in the area?
Well, yeah, we actually just felt another one not too long ago. I'm joined by Bill Collier. He actually lives here in Sandpoint, has lived here for the last 7 years. You felt both of these. Tell me what you felt when you were up actually working, and you felt that first one a few hours ago.
Yeah, a good jolt and then a bit of a...
KHQ, breaking news.
Welcome back. We continue to follow breaking news out of Stevens County, where firefighters are battling a blaze that broke out in Addy, Washington. Take a look at these live pictures from Addy right now. Firefighters say at least 4 homes have burned in this fire, and there are level 3 evacuations in place for several people. The fire is burning specifically off Marble Valley Basin Road near Highway 395. If that's where you live, firefighters are asking you to leave your home right now. The Red Cross has opened a shelter for anyone affected by this fire at Guess Elementary in Chewelah. It's open now, and it'll stay open until emergency management says it's safe to go home. An exclusive story for you tonight. You may remember more than a week ago, a pickup truck drove onto a North Spokane sidewalk, hitting a 68-year-old woman and her great-grandson. Marla Langley died when she threw herself in front of that truck, saving the 2-year-old boy. Moments later, 2 mystery heroes got off a nearby bus to try and help her and the toddler. Tonight, we finally found Renee Barton and Cheryl Russell and talked to them about the traumatic day and their life-saving efforts.
I was sitting by the window and I seen her kind of like flying through the air, and I jumped over her and out the back door and went straight to her because she's the one that needed the help.
I think it's going to be okay because his mom can tell him the story of how his great-grandmother saved his life.
The Langley family held a funeral for Marla Langley earlier today. The man who police say was behind the wheel of that pickup truck, Brandon Pratt, is still in the Spokane County Jail tonight. This was him in court last week when prosecutors charged him with vehicular homicide. Spokane police say he was high on spice at the time of the crash. Pratt has a long criminal history with several driving arrests and DUIs. He's facing the possibility of life in prison. As the backlash continues surrounding the mayor of Airway Heights, the battle has now moved from City Hall to social media. In response to the racist comments Patrick Rushing posted on Facebook, the City Council voted to strip him of his power on Monday night, but Rushing refused to resign. That night, he also said if the people of Airway Heights wanted him gone, they should recall him. A bit of an odd crime tracker alert out of Smelterville, Idaho for you tonight. Shoshone County Sheriff deputies say a man who was shooting at buildings in town last night is now back in custody. Deputies say they arrested him on an unrelated warrant this morning, but he bonded out. Then later today, they connected him to last night's shooting, tracked him down, and arrested him again. Deputies say no one got hurt, and they're still not sure why this man was firing a gun. We're learning new information tonight about a deadly shooting that happened when a man tried to break up a case of domestic violence. Spokane police say Edward Bushnell shot and killed 45-year-old William Poindexter as Poindexter was attacking a woman at 4th and Altamont. Police arrested Bushnell on murder charges, which prompted dozens of calls into our newsroom today from people calling him a hero. But we've now learned police believe Poindexter was actually trying to leave and Bushnell shot him in the back. Tonight, police say Bushnell should have acted differently. If you ever come come across a situation like this one, officers say first you should call 911. That way you know help is on the way just in case. Police say it's up to you whether you want to get involved. Next, you should yell out to let the abuser know police are coming. And third, find other witnesses. Police say that can help deter the abuser. Heads rolled after a traffic accident in New York. Heads of cabbage, that is. Take a look at this. A truck rolled this morning, spilling cabbage all over the road. The spill shredded the veggies and the morning commute to bits. Thankfully, no one got hurt. Still much more to come here tonight on KHQ Local News 11 at 11. A high school student is making a huge mural with a twist. Hear how he's amazingly turning 6,000 Rubik's Cubes into art. And a girl in Colorado may have single-handedly stopped a school shooting before it happened. Here's the kicker. The school she saved was in a different state. How a Snapchat helped save the day. And up next, Pokemon battles of the humankind, whale photobombs, and fake pregnancies. Your Mad Minute is next. Welcome back. It's our Mad Minute for the night. In our effort to bring you as much news as possible, we'll share as many crazy stories as we can with you over the next minute. So let's put a Mad Minute on the clock. A drone found a Rhode Island monk's favorite place to relax, 175 feet in the air on top of a wind turbine. A visitor complained to Yellowstone National Park, saying employees should do a better job training the bears so guests can see them. A champion hammer thrower was reportedly so hammered he paid his cab fare with his gold medal. A woman in Florida says she robbed 3 banks in 30 minutes to pay for her daughter's graduation party. A man in Connecticut is accused of kidnapping a man he thought was homeless to feed him dinner, but the man wasn't homeless. A passenger on a budget airline was shot with a stun gun and kicked off a flight when he got into an argument with a flight attendant over his man purse. A man in England was trying to drive to work when he opened his car and an international cricket star was sleeping off a hangover in the back seat. A man from Florida is in jail after police say he attacked his mother with potato salad. A family in Texas is taking yard art to a prehistoric level. They've put 2 huge metal dinosaurs in front of their house. 2 fishermen in Canada had an unusual catch, a 14-pound pike that was glowing and neon green. As always, you can read more about all your Mad Minute stories right now on our website. We've put up extended versions, plus some that didn't quite make the minute. That's all on KHQ.com. Welcome back. This is probably one of the most incredible things we've seen in a while, so we had to share it with you. A student from St. Louis is creating a 204-square-foot mural of baseball player Stan Musial out of Rubik's Cubes. Take a look. Connor Wright is a high school senior with a 4.5 GPA. Because calculus is his strong suit and he was looking for a challenge, he's doing the puzzles in such a way that they make a mosaic of Stan the Man. 6,000 Rubik's Cubes don't come cheap either. He raised the money by selling some of his other artwork. His creation will go on display at Ballpark Village in October. Blake, have you ever seen anything like that?
Well, there's that to put on your resume to get into college.
How amazing is that, right?
I mean, that stands out to schools, right? He has a 4.5 GPA. Okay, cool. No, I made a Rubik's Cube mural.
Pretty crazy.
Let me into your school. That's pretty awesome, yeah.
And welcome back here to Fox First at 10. The man convicted in the Aurora Theater shooting, James Holmes, will spend the rest of his life in prison for killing 12 people and injuring 70 others.
A jury couldn't reach a unanimous decision about the death penalty, thus the life sentence.
The court will impose a sentence of life imprisonment without the possibility of parole.
The jury deliberated for less than 7 hours before they reached the verdict. Just like he did during most of the trial, Holmes showed little emotion during the announcement that his life had been spared. The murder trial lasted 65 days. Jurors heard testimony from 306 witnesses, including the parents of James Holmes. Back in 2012, he opened fire inside a movie theater in Aurora, Colorado. The jury convicted him of 165 felony counts for the deadly shooting.
Well, Alabama has now become the 3rd state in a week to pull state funding for Planned Parenthood. Now, if Planned Parenthood opposes that decision, the nonprofit has 60 days to apply for a fair hearing. The head of Planned Parenthood Southeast said the move will deprive thousands of men and women of critical health services.
In the Fox Find tonight, a man from New Zealand has become the world champion in a French tournament of Scrabble.
This is unbelievable, but here's the kicker. He doesn't even speak the language.
I love this.
Yeah.
Nigel Richards spent 9 weeks memorizing the French Scrabble dictionary for the tournament, and this week he won the Francophone Classic Scrabble World Championship. So he knows the words, but he doesn't know what they mean.
Hey, that works. Richards has won 5 U.S. Scrabble championships and 3 World Scrabble championships, all in English, which he does speak. That's more titles than any other competitor on the planet. Before his victory on Monday, he was ranked as the best Scrabble player of all time. And if before we ran this story, I had no idea there was a best Scrabble player of all time.
I thought I was the best Scrabble player
a world
of all time.
champion.
I'm really upset.
My
Jeez.
grandma trained me, and she was probably one of the best of all time. She was a great Scrabble player.
There you go. Well, I'm sure her talent lives on through you. I'll
No,
challenge you
no,
someday.
I'm terrible.
No, not at all. Gotcha. Okay. Well,
I did not learn the lessons of Scrabble that grandma taught.
Welcome back. In Hotspot tonight, President Obama is getting set for a wild adventure.
Yeah, he's going to tape an episode of Running Wild with Bear Grylls while he's on his 3-day trip up in Alaska.
Pretty cool. The show will feature Obama trekking through the wilderness with this survival expert. Obama's 3-day Alaska visit aims to push action on climate change.
His trip is set for a number of reasons. He'll be first setting president to visit the Arctic, or he'll be the first sitting president, excuse me, to visit the Arctic and to appear on the Bear Grylls show. The president's special episode will air later this year. We think it should be called POTUS versus the Wild.
Oh, very nice. There you go. That's pretty exciting. I'm impressed that he's doing that. Wow. Takes courage. All right, hey, Donald Trump has an offer to help body slam his competition for the White House. Former WWE wrestler Hulk Hogan says he wants to be Trump's vice presidential running mate.
The Wrestling Foundation recently stripped Hogan's Hall of Fame title after a recording surfaced of him making racist remarks. So it'll be interesting to see where he stands on foreign policy.
Oh, geez. All right, James Earl Jones is not dead, but he is the latest victim of a celebrity death hoax. A link has been floating around the web hoping to troll people, but if you click on it, it takes you to a web page saying it was a hoax.
But in this day and age, who has the time to click on links? Well, we all do. The news started to spread and it quickly started trending, but rest assured the 84-year-old actor is very much alive.
Well, that's certainly good. I know, yeah, he did the voice in, for Mufasa in The Lion King?
I have no idea.
Yes, he did. There you go. That's where you recognize him from. All right, as expected, last night's
They're shaking their head at us.
Right, there you go. Yeah, MTV Video Music Awards last night. Certainly a night to remember. Miley Cyrus was just being Miley, and Justin Bieber broke down during a performance.
Yeah, there was some serious shade from Nicki Minaj, and someone else gave Kanye West the microphone again. And we got a full roundup for you in tonight's Hollywood Minute.
Hope that woke you up. All right, quite a sound for you. Hunters from 9 European countries are getting together for the 17th European Deer Calling Championship. Guess that's the sound you make to attract a deer. The throaty sounds of a male deer during mating season filled the air at the national park.
I can't even, don't even go further on the prompter. I can't stop thinking about Jim Carrey on Ace Ventura doing,
There you go.
oh my
Deer
gosh, that
calling
caught me
contest.
off guard. Holy cow, hopefully you're awake now right before you're about to go to bed. An astonishing 27 participants took part in the day. They used various tools from a seashell to metal pipes to simulate the roar of a stag during mating season. Apparently that's what it sounds like if you didn't know or want to know. And apparently our deers here in America sound a little bit different than that. Here's a look at the power planner for the day tomorrow.